Eamon Khan here for Seconds Out with Frank Rowan. Frank, have you quite recovered from being bowled over by my suit?
Where's the tie?
I had to give it back to my dad.
Excuse me, sorry.
Still not quite recovered, have you?
No, I haven't, mate. It was good afternoon, wasn't it?
It was a great afternoon. Much appreciate the invite. And thank you for the invite as well to the Magnificent Seven press conference. Talk me through these fights and a real good headliner.
Well, you look at it, the main event is a cracker of a fight. You know, Brad Pauls against Denzel Bentley, which is going to have the actors for the British Commonwealth, and also the added spice now of, I believe it'll be sanctioned for a vacant European title. Now Hamza's vacated that. And I've told them today the winner will get a shot at the world title. So you can't want any more incentive than that to go and do the business.
There was a bit of spice between Dakers and Adelaide as well too. For the English title, was there a possibility that could have been for the British though?
That I don't know. I don't at this moment. I've got to say no. But it's a good fight. It doesn't really need a title, to be quite honest. It's a fight that's been postponed a couple of times because of injuries. And now looking at it and all the spice between them, the bits of back and forward on social media and so forth, I think we're going to get something a little bit. I think it'd be a little bit special, this fight. And again, the winner will get himself in the mix for some big fights next year.
You set yourself a high standard with the Magnificent Seven cards. Is it difficult sometimes to keep creating those high standard of fights, to keep delivering on the Magnificent Seven, which has become a bit of a, what's the word here to use, a bit of a trademark, I guess?
It is. I mean, it was our concept from, 14 years ago, whatever. But having said that, my thing at the moment, I'm doing this all the time. Because, boxing, guys get injured in training. You just don't want to lose any fights, any of them. But it's a cracking card. Every one of the fights for all the boxers concerned is meaningful. It takes them to a next level in their careers in 2025. So, they've all got something to gain from it. All of them. All the winners have got something to gain from it.
I thought the signing of Lawrence Okoli is quite interesting because, look, of course, he's a heavyweight. And it's another piece, the home of the heavyweights, as Queensbury and yourself have said, and looking to really kind of cement that position. But Lawrence has had criticisms and issues regarding being entertaining on the night there. Was that ever a consideration when it came to signing Lawrence?
Look, we looked at it, and it was very considered, but it's been no secret in the trade that he struggled to make the weight. Well, he's not got to worry about that now. So he's in a division now where he's just got to be at his optimum weight. He's got to be, what weight he's comfortable fighting as heavyweight, and show what he's all about. He's got a platform. He's got a really good platform to box on, and he's in a sexy division. And we as a business, a company, Queensbury, are able to deliver him big fights because, as you quite rightly said, there's a lot of heavyweights with us, so they're not hard matches to make.
So get your thoughts.
And he's got a thing. Can he do what David Haye done? Can he do what Usyk done? Being a former two-time world champion, can he at cruiserweight? Can he come up and do that?
Let me get your thoughts on some of the latest developments in the world of boxing. I'm sure a lot of people have asked you this question as well too. The latest developments in boxing. First of all, though, Conor Benn. I want to ask you, Frank. Seeing the way that the situation has been handled over the last 2 years, if Conor Benn was your fighter, would you have handled it a similar way or completely different to?
I would have got on with the hearing, to be quite honest. But behind the scenes, they went about it in a different way, and they may have been on the advice of their lawyers or what. I have no idea because I'm not involved in it. But they had their hearing. I don't know what the actual result is. I've only had like a sort of basically a couple of lines have been told me. I don't know what the basis is, and until you know actually what it is, until the Boxing Board of Control make an announcement to license him and so forth, I can't comment. I can't comment on this. And Simon Jordan tried to be a smart ass today, said because of our relationship working with Matchroom. It's not about that. I don't know what happened. Did he prove that he was what he tested positive for? Did he prove has he proven to them that it was, I don't know, was it eggs or something that was natural? But I have no idea. So until you know that, you can't comment on it. But we will know because it'll all come out and there'll be some statement, a full statement made, because obviously I want to know what's gone on because I promote and manage fighters, and I want to know what my fighters, the criteria is for my fighters now when they're doing these drug tests.
So not to put words in your mouth, but if it was your fight, you feel like your fighter should come up with more information to, put no doubts to any member of the public.
If it was my fighter, me personally, I'd have got it out of the way. But that's not for me to. He's not my fighter, so it's his business.
I've got a couple more questions for you, Frank. I know we're pushed for time, but I want to ask you first of all your opinion on the ring being acquired by Turkey Sheikh, and what does that mean? Because we're getting whispers that Turkey
been made official.
It's come out on social media that seems to be the case. I haven't seen an official statement from Riyadh Season, but
I can't comment on it until unless it's made official. I didn't know. I mean, I haven't seen anything official as far as that's concerned.
Okay, fair enough. A couple of follow-up questions I had from the DAZN meet, the lunch that we had, of course. Any conversation at all that a price increase might happen because of the acquisition of the Queensberry shows?
I have not had any conversations regarding that.
Hamza Shiraz, apparently in talks with Erislandi Lara. Is that the case?
There is nothing to say about him at the moment. We're working on his next fight, and it will be for the world title.
Daniel Dubois, you've said that Joe Parker is definitely on the list. How high on the list is he?
How high is he? They're all high on the list. They're all good fighters that are on the list, and he wants a big fight, and we've got to make him a big fight. But we'll get that sorted out.
Eddie Hearn has said that you're going to be doing a co-pros on the DAZN now that you've got aligned with DAZN. Is that the case? Have you started the plans to make co-promotional shows?
Unless George has spoken to him, I haven't spoken to him about that, but I have no problem in doing that. All I want to do is deliver what we've been doing, and we've delivered some good fights over the last 12 months, working together through Riyadh Season, and because of His Excellency getting us into that position. And it's not just there, we've done it in the UK. We had a good one on Saturday. So for me, this is a no-brainer.
Very last thing, are we still on for our sit-down interview next week at the office?
Speak to the boss.
I will definitely speak to the boss. But you're up for it, right?
Of course I am.
Absolutely. Can't wait for it. Frank Warren. Thank you.
Very tough one. You know what? I got asked something like that the other day. I find it very difficult. Look at Tyson, look what he's done and where he's come from, the problems he's had. Look at Naz, Joe Calzaghe, Frank Bruno, fighting for the world title 3 times and not doing it then. Came on here and won against Fulton. It's just so many. Ricky Hatton, Steve Collins, Nigel Benn. It goes on and on and on. It's a very, very difficult question to answer.
And next weekend, Frank, there's a certain fight that some boxing fans will like, some won't. But on the undercard of that, Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor. Is that a fight that yourself and Chantal are going to be keeping an eye on?
Absolutely.
Or the main event as well, possibly?
Absolutely. It's a great fight, and hopefully we can make it the main event. She boxed brilliantly last week. I didn't get a chance to talk to her on the fight, but she really did extremely well.
Have you got a thought on Mike Tyson getting back in the ring as well at all?
I don't like the idea of 58-year-old men fighting, but I like Jake Paul and Nikita, who works with him. They're really two really good guys. They've done brilliantly. They're good promoters. And if somebody wants to fight and they're getting licensed, I don't agree with it. I don't agree with a 58-year-old guy, but obviously they do, and they license him, and it's properly supervised. Who knows? It's sometimes I call it the mad world we live in. But it's going to do big business. There's no doubt about that. And a lot of people are watching, including me. I'll do the same thing because it's like a car crash, isn't it? Slow down and look at it.